Hi, True Crew. Welcome back to another episode. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new, I want to thank you for tuning in as well. And don't forget to watch a couple other videos. If you find something that is really great and interesting and you think is going to help you in life, don't forget to share that. But don't forget to subscribe as well. Follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The podcast is out there. Don't forget to hit up the website. Get your free downloads, Setting Goals, Fitness, and Nutrition. All the links are down below. So, another quick video. Hopefully it's quick anyways. I tend to go on my rants. The two things that are going to lead to success and happiness in life. You do these two things, you're always going to be successful and you're always going to be happy, right? Because we're always going to struggle in life and we're going to have ups and downs, but the key to happiness and success is to control those ups and downs, right? In reality, we should be like this. I've said this before, right? We should be in this nice little slow, little snaky curve. Unfortunately, a lot of us are at that super high and then we're down, right? We're like this. And when we're doing that, we're out of control. We're super high, we're super down. We're super high, we're super down. We don't want that. We want to be nice, slow, control, right? We're up, yeah, it's good. Not celebrating too much. You got to get back on the grind. Not celebrating too much, get back on the grind. So what are those two things? When you're feeling mentally and spiritually weak, right? When you're feeling spiritually and mentally weak, work out your body, right? Beat your body down. Go for a nice workout. Get something in, right? And then when your body's feeling beat down and done, spiritually elevate yourself. Mentally and spiritually. Work on that. And if you find that pattern, life's going to be great. I promise you, right? Because there's times when you get home, especially nowadays, there's a lot of people working office jobs and things like that. You get home and you're just exhausted, right? But in reality, your body hasn't been doing anything all day. It's your mind. Your mind's exhausted. You've been using it too much. Your body's fine. So go ahead and work your body. Whether that's something simple like just going for a walk. I don't know what that means for you. You've got to figure that out. It starts with the walk, right? Even if you know you can run 10 miles, start with the walk. If you feel like running, start running. Then you'll slowly get that energy back, right? And if you've just been hitting it hard at the gym, your body's fatigued, read a book, read a documentary, or listen to a documentary, listen to a podcast, talk radio, something that's going to elevate your mind. Pray, meditate, get your spirit right, and things are going to be good. If you can master those two things and get them at the right time, I promise you life's going to be better. Promise you. People are going to notice change. They're going to ask you what's going on. The biggest thing you need to be able to understand, though, is to find it before you hit that bottom, right? We don't want to peak too high because once we peak, once you let that peak get out of control, things go bad. I was talking with my neighbor. I've mentioned this in another video about depression. And I told him it's weird because I've met some people where you get them out in public and they're really happy. They're class clowns, things like this. They'll talk about it with Robin Williams, who committed suicide, right? The actor, the comedian, and they're funny all the time, but when they go home, they're super depressed. And they're on depressants or antidepressants. And I'm like, this just seems strange, And he told me, because he went through it. And he's like, yeah, it's like you go there, you're trying to be the life of the party, make everybody happy, and you're so drained when you get home that you fall into that state of depression. So you've got to find that happy medium. It's not always about being the life of the party. So you've got to understand when you're taking that happiness too far. And then you need to be like, all right, I'm hitting there. It's the same thing with exercise, right? You need to know when you're about to be stressed out and exhausted and not get over that hump. So you need to be like, that's why I say, every 3 to 4 weeks, you need to take a week off. Every 3 to 4 weeks, you need a week off or at least a couple days and let yourself relax. It depends on how hard you're hitting it because you don't want to get over it because then it's hard to come back from that. Same thing spiritually and things like that. It's okay to read and you really can't read and pray too much, I guess. But one thing I've noticed is sometimes you need to stop reading those super, statistical and, self-help type books that it's all like facts, do this, do this, do this, do this. Sometimes you need to cut back and read a story, read some poetry and things like that to even yourself out. right? You can't just be super facts. I want facts, facts, facts. Do this, do this, do this, do this. You can't do that all the time. So in reality, that either means you need to switch to some poetry to get your mind on a different level, or you just need to stop reading completely. I've been trying to do more of the poetry thing. It doesn't work out too much for me, but I'm trying, right? Same thing if you like music. Sometimes you need to stop that stuff and go back to classical, go back to jazz. Get rid of the words and just listen to the beat and listen to the melody and create your own music. Find your own path. Because sometimes we can relate to other people's problems in a certain way, you know, and they can say things that relate to us, but in reality, it's the last thing you want, you know. So once again, if you can master these two things, you need to be able to understand when you're about to tip and slow down and go on that spiritual journey. You need to know when that spiritual journey is getting a little too much or that reading's getting a little too much, and you need to go back, right? You need to find that rhythm in life, and you need to be nice and smooth, not extreme. All right? So once again, I hope this helps. Food for thought. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share and like these videos.